Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome into Zelda Speedruns. Today we have Game 3 of the Skyward Sword Randomizer Season 4 Tournament Quarterfinals. It's the best of 3 between gymnast86 and YourAverageLink. Tracking today are the two hardest working people in Zelda, Baseball and Tomaltalk, and commentating are Nindy and 64-bit Link. I'm going to hand it over to the commentators. Enjoy the race, everyone.
Yep. Hello, everyone. This is the final race in the best of 3 between Jim and YourAverageLink, and it's going to be very exciting. Had a couple of really close matches, so this should be exciting. So, anything to say, Nindy?
Not particularly. I'm very excited to watch. I think an interesting ramification of this race is these two runners are very good, as is really everyone in top 8. But Pools was a little bit evil when it came to upsets. So this being a round 1 match, one of these players is guaranteed to end with 5th today.
Yeah, I mean, this is a match that could be the finals, and it's in the quarterfinals. But yeah, we're maybe 20 seconds off from runners starting, so...
You got any dungeon for 64?
Last time I went with Fungin, so this time I'll go with opposite of Fungin. Skyview or Temple Cistern. So
okay, I'm gonna go with double Laneru and Cistern.
Okay, well, let's see what it is, because the runners are off. And it's Elden start. Honestly, the more awkward Elden start.
Yeah. Oh!
I was close. Just
Earth Temple Baron.
Sanctuary.
Holy.
Earth Temple Baron, Summit Baron, and Thunderhead.
And then Thunderhead.
Yeah, the reason this is awkward, I'm not sure what their starting item is, but it's difficult to go backwards from here unless you have claw shots or bombs. I didn't see what item was on the Linear trial. Okay, so it is Bellows start. So yeah, this is not going to help the runners get to the very start of Elden unless they can fly out and in the random starting statue. Maybe another statue that will help them do more of Elden if they want to do that, but they may just decide to do Sky Loop instead. So there's like 4 checks at the very start that are not accessible to them right now.
Yeah, we're gonna need one of a couple items to get over there. So it's I think pretty likely that in this case we see them just go through Magma Turf. Oh yeah, Jim is checking his starting item, I believe. Yeah. Well, that's hard.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Okay.
Solid.
Harp right off the bat. Interesting. So we might wind up seeing a fairly trial-heavy seed.
Is this true?
Okay, so I saw a Tad Tone and something else on the Beetle Lock checks above Magma Turf, and we see a synchronized.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, synchronized dive. Okay, Emerald Tablet is interesting. Wait, was there a Magma Turf Baron hint?
No, so both runners are going to skip this cube because it leads to a Goddess Chest and Thunderhead was hinted Baron.
Right, yeah.
And so this cube is not necessary. That also means we're going to see the Volcano Summit cube would have been skipped anyway because Volcano Summit Baron. But also oh, that's unfortunate for Yal. That one Bokoblin deciding not to be running along with the rest of them, it's going to cost him a little bit of time to have to go back and kill it. But The other cube we're not going to see is the one on the Great Tree, the one where you have to drop down and skyward strike across the tie rope. That also leads to Thunderhead, so we will not see that one being hit either. All other cubes are fair game, though.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate, because there is a really cool trick for getting that cube, but yeah, we won't be seeing it in this race.
Wait, is there?
Yeah, it's called Swag Cube, and it's a trick that's done in Hundo. You basically, you can jump down in a somewhat precise spot and just skyward strike it as you, like, on the way down.
Interesting. Wait, that's so cool, actually.
Yeah. Back to this race, I think we got Water Dragon's reward is dead.
Yeah, it's a wallet, which does not particularly matter here. We're not going to need that.
Yeah. Yeah, the only time that wallet's... Okay, it is interesting. Jim is actually going to head back into the pillar, but Yal's going to continue on Sky Loop. So we have a little bit of divergence here.
Okay, and that bird statue that we're seeing from Jim is going to allow us to get back to the front of Eldon, as well as letting us get in... Nope, I'm lying. There's key pieces. I don't know what I'm talking about. That was a Magma Turf path to Gearham 1. I don't believe we saw anything useful in there, and I missed where the pings were. But we are going to have to go back.
Emerald Tablet.
Oh, wait, I'm silly. True.
Yeah, Emerald Tablet is most likely going to be the path there. But yeah, so Jim is doing the Boko out of bounds trick to get to the sandslide area here to get this one cube. This cube is next leads to a chest that's in the shed that needs Water Dragon scale.
Yes, true. And our Farron starting statue is going to be the viewing platform statue. I am surprised a little bit to see nobody going to Skyloft early. We're both just clearing more surface regions, which is valid play. But I'm a little bit shocked to see neither runner decide to offer Skyloft here. And clearly, it's gonna pay off for Yal at least. Nice unbuffered brake slide to grab that too. By the way, super clean small optimization.
Yeah. Yeah, I think part of the reason is that I think the runners are kind of looking to get hints early on, and going to Skyloft doesn't give them access to any hints. But yeah, it is interesting that we're not going to see Skyloft right off the bat.
Yeah, on top of that, Farron is proving to have plenty of items that are going to make the Skyloft trip a lot more convenient anyway. It had a bottle, it's claw shot, whereas on Jim's side, he gets a bow and a useless tattoo we're not even going to bother to pick up.
Yeah. Now, what's interesting is I don't know if Yal's already picked up mushroom spores, but he is going to want to pick up mushroom spores if he runs past a mushroom.
Central Sky off the GT. So it's definitely nice to have that, have the claw shots in the bottle. I want to say now you are scale away from being able to full clear Central Skyloft. So our current equipment's going to be super nice for that. And there was one more thing I was thinking, but I forgot the thing I was thinking. So yeah, go on.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see here. We're finally going to see the items at the start of Eldon from Jim. So Yal's probably going to head to Deep Woods, where there's a hint, a cube, and a chest. as well as access to the beginning of Skyview, although I don't know if Yell's going to want to do too much in Skyview without a beetle, since so much of Skyview is beetle locked.
Yeah, I think it's not impossible that he opens Skyview and then just goes up to Skyloft. Oh, right. The thing I was going to say is that I think more than likely unless I missed him grabbing the Volcanic Island hint, I actually think he is probably just not going to grab spores here, because why waste that time when you have to go to the Volcanic Island anyway?
Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, I mean, either way, yeah, the mushroom... Yeah, it wouldn't take that much time to get the mushroom on that island while you get the hint.
Yeah.
So, I guess that chest was pinging. Okay, well, never mind this bit about wanting a beetle. So I think we're going to see Yal go into Skyview, and there is one check he's going to be unable to do, which is the dig spot. I also missed what that hint was. But he should be able to clear this dungeon unless the boss key is on the dig spot.
Yeah, I looked away from the hint right as he pulled it up. I'm not even going to say what I think it was because I'm so not confident about it that I fear I will be spreading misinformation if I speak. However, it might have been lower bombable rock. Okay, Gorka. I don't know. Don't trust me either. We'll see. Golden's getting it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shout-outs to Golden and our trackers, the ones who will keep us honest.
True. Round of applause for baseball. Alright. Speaking of this hint, it's just a dupe of the Water Dragon's Award hint, so that does not matter. That's what I'm finding out.
Yeah. So okay, so Yal's just gonna pick up the mushroom spores here.
Okay.
There's lots of mushrooms in Skyview.
Super fair.
And then, yeah, looks like Jim is going to do the Skyloft plan. So we're gonna see what Yal is missing out on right now. I do think, though, that overall I like Yal's routing here. Maybe a little bit better. But, yeah, we're going to see Jim just immediately go to Beetle's shop just because he has a full wallet. And then he can spend all of that and he'll be able to see everything in Beetle's shop and know if he ever has to return. So Yal's gotten one small key, and I guess the map chest didn't ping, and he's going to choose to just use the key. I might be tempted to go for the bit warp, just because it gives you the opportunity to potentially skip a key that's in a bad location, and it also guards against the possibility that the dig spot might have the other key, but we'll see what happens here. Also, rare time that you actually see this Stalfos in Rando, because since Yal does not have the Water Dragon scale yet, the dungeon is in its layer 1 state. I guess Jim found another bottle and is going to go ahead and just get Oriel's crystals right away.
Yeah, so that bottle was on Beetle. It was on Beetle 300, and so he's opting to immediately dip and get the spores, go back to Oriel, and then come back, which, as Golden said, I think with this hint that he has, Central Skyloft being path to Grim 2, I think this is a great play. I totally understand where he's coming from. especially having, not fulfilled it yet. It's definitely something you want insurance for. Oh, song chain. Tough. In that situation, do we just RBM? I think we probably do, honestly.
Yeah, I would say that RBMing the Farron, and I'm not sure which song it was, but either Farron Trial or Elden Trial is relatively fast to RBM. The only thing is we don't have Gratitude Crystals yet for the Elden Trial RBM.
Yeah. Yes, that is true. But yes, that was the Song of the Hero that we just got. And the Song of the Hero has a required Ferore's Courage. So we know that we have to go into Farron Trial. Hence, I guess we don't Farron Trial RBM here?
Yeah, so I think Jim might just be banking on that it's one of the relics. Because if it is one of the relics and it's relatively close by, then this is probably faster than doing the RBM. And it also gives you the information about what is actually on the trial.
Yeah, that's true, I guess, actually, because of the amount. I don't know why this didn't cross my mind. It tells you how many things you have to get in the trial, and that is not information that you want to skip. So it actually is just completely fair to go for this.
Yeah, the one thing I would say is the Farron trial is probably the one trial that full clearing it is. And Jim opened that closed that text box so quickly that I just saw green text and nothing else.
Triforce +1, I'm 90% sure. So we're okay. Cool. Yeah. Golden. I think we're on the same page. I want to say it was Triforce +1. So in that case, we're getting an extra hint because our Triforce hint is not going to be able to point to that. And so we're going to get extra info. Okay. Yeah, no, all right. That's it. Okay. It's possible that's the path. If Hook Beetles are in nasty, nasty spots, or not Hook Beetle, but if Quick and Tough Beetle are in nasty spots, that can totally be the path. So that's that's fun. Shoot, we have H.
Yeah. So Yal is going to defeat Girahim 1. And so what's interesting here, so Yal has claw shots on Jim right now, and Jim has the knowledge that he has to do the Farron trial. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So we know Yal does not know yet that he is going to have to return to Farron a second time. Whereas Jim might be more likely to be able to one-trip Farron. I mean, it really depends on where Scale is and what else Jim finds on Skyloft.
Yeah, that was a clean G1 from Yal. I love seeing these vanilla speedrunners and just top runners in general do these fights because they make it look so fast.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of repetition, a lot of practice, and just understanding how Girahim's AI works. And Yal gets the third bottle of the seed.
We're approaching bottle percent. It's been 17 minutes. But yeah, I guess to the contrary, or not to the contrary, but okay, that's a funny spot to get that. Cool. We get Rattle in Malara's house. She said, "Go next door." It's not my problem.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's also interesting because it's like now we have to make it night, but we don't have any crystals yet. So yeah, we won't be seeing Betro.
We have 5. But I still don't think that's going to result in a Betro trip.
Yeah. Well, I don't see 5 on the tracker.
The CSR tracker doesn't have it, but his personal tracker did. It does. He got it from Pero, I think. He got it somewhere. Yeah, it was Pero too. It happens. We miss something every now and then. But yeah, as you were saying about like Jim, how Jim is likely going to be able to one-trip Farron, or very possibly be able to one-trip Farron, Yal is entering Skyloft with claw shots. So we know also that Central Skyloft is a path region, and claw shots don't lock too much, but if that path is on Bird's Nest, that can be a little bit of an issue for Gymnast.
Okay. So yeah, so Jim doing the dive to the back of Waterfall Cave. We'll see. Waterfall Cave has had some very important items in both of the races in this tournament, and it looks like this is going to be no exception. I think Jim just is intentionally going for money at this point, because he did spend it all on the 300.
Oh, yeah, this is probably true. Yeah, I was coming back to get these gratitude crystals. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if he goes to Lake Floria to check that.
All right, so the beetles aren't path. Probably. It could be for, like, Sandsea. You could have Sandsea pillars locking something important, which will lock a beetle. Or, the really, really fun one, bombs could be on secret passageway chests. But at this point, we got two beetles in the same... we got two beetles in the same path region, which are all also logically available at the same time as a completely separate one in Farron. So we have a logical quick beetle by this point, so it is highly, highly unlikely that's the path. So it's looking more likely that it might just be the bird's nest that Jim wasn't able to get.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens now. So Jim is now landing in Farron, and
Yep, Triforce of Power +1. Okay, cool.
Yep. So, yeah, Jim is going to be able to do this trial right away, and we're going to see what that other potentially required item is. It doesn't... Like, it could be that the Triforce is the only one that's actually logically required, but that +1, it could be a required item, it could be just a possibly required.
Vanilla scale. Calling it. Also, Patrol 50 is dead. We found that out through the Lake Floria hitstone. Thank you for catching that, Golden. So far, I will also raise the path could be crystals. We could have a nasty crystal path seed. And that isn't crazy likely, I feel, but it's not impossible. Ooh.
Triforce and Flooded Farron Woods.
It's fun.
So, actually, that wallet... Actually, I don't know. Does the wallet filling work when you get the wallet in the trial? Because I know, like, heart pieces will not refill your health if you are in a trial.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's a good question. What is that?
We'll find out when Jim leaves.
I think that was a goddess plume on Jim's end. It's a little hard to see, though. Okay, so it looks like Yal is going to be doing some of the Elden stuff that Gymnast did. Actually, probably not, because he still doesn't have a way to get to the back. Aside from, going to the sky and coming back down, which he didn't do. Oh, it's crystals.
So that's interesting. Now, we have seen the case in one of the previous races where we had a crystal pack in a trial that was not required. So you kind of have to be careful with crystal packs when you're counting items. But if the trial reward is junk, then the crystal pack was that required item. It looks like, though, that Jim is just going to assume that crystal pack was required.
Yeah, Jim's just gonna not worry about it. Huh. Interesting. With the neighbors pack hinted, then that is the possibly required one. He knows it. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so neighbors Silent Realm did have a gratitude crystal pack hinted. I didn't see that. Oops. Possibly required crystal pack. Okay. Never mind then. Yeah, it's possibly required then. Thank you, Golden. Number plate, to my knowledge, yes. But there isn't a reason you should have to go back.
Yeah, so meanwhile we've gotten the Lanayru pillar on Yal's side. I don't know that Yal's gonna enter there yet, but
Wait, it doesn't look like Jim got his claw shots. Yeah, no, you're right. Because he did Farron trial, and then he just turned around and went straight to Skyview. So him doing Skyview without claw shots is going to cost him time, for sure. Because he also doesn't have scale. Yeah, that's a rough one to skip. Not looking around Farron, especially when you have that beetle, is tough. I understand where he's coming from, but unfortunately in this case it's going to bite him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this probably loses like couple minutes, honestly, of
Oh.
Okay, Yal is going to go into Lanayru.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's... Okay, so... Shipyard, honestly, I think that's the worst starting statue in Lanayru, because there's literally nothing there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not too far from other starting statues with more to do, but that's not a super fun one. You don't love seeing that. And it is unfortunate that Yal is doing this. I am curious why Yal's putting Skyloft off still. Because I feel like at this point you have a really good... Like... You have...
Yeah.
More than enough items to do a thorough clear.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of these interesting things of looking at the psychology of runners when it's an elimination game. It's an elimination game for both runners, and it's a thing of like, does that mean that you just want to play it super safe? You want to just make sure you cover all your bases, because if you miss one thing, then that is it. Or do you feel more pressure to maybe make a big play to try to catapult you ahead, which I don't really think would be the case for either of these runners. I think both of these runners should feel comfortable that they can win on just like kind of playing relatively safe and relying on execution.
I
mean, at the same time, yeah, Yal might just be thinking that if he does kind of need to do something different than Jim, because Jim is still the more experienced runner, and that is a bomb bag on Yal's side.
That's pretty good. That, yeah, Click Beetles could have been Path then, for sure. That could have been the case.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna depend, like, because, I mean, it could potentially be another small key behind the bombable wall in Fire Sanctuary case, or it could be that there's some required item in one of the nodes in Linear Desert. Very importantly, we haven't seen Cave's Key yet. I don't think.
Yeah, no, we haven't. Um, yeah, I think it's probably more likely that the bombs are path because they lock something important. Especially with the Earth Temple, or especially with Earth Temple required. There's we have Hook Wheel.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
Earth
Lara
Temple
couldn't
was hinted
continue.
barren.
Oh, true. Oh, look at.
But
you're
but
right.
yeah, bomb. Actually, no, because bombs are still hard required to beat Earth Temple. So that is,
Yeah.
but that is path to Earth Temple. That's not the
Mhm.
path to G2.
Yeah, no, exactly. In my mind, I was like, oh, maybe it's called Lara Heart Container because I'm just trying to think of any possibility. I just completely forgot that Earth Temple was buried, so that's my bad, actually. But yeah. We were talking about that, Golden. But I was saying that I imagine. I think it's more likely, personally, that it's somewhere just in the desert, locked by bombs. But yes, that is possible.
Yeah. Now, interestingly, so Yal decided to go straight back to Elden after Pirates, which I mean it makes sense because you can just do the quick travel back, but I don't know. I might have considered just going to Skipper's just to ping it and see if there's anything potentially there, even if we can't complete it yet.
Yeah, that's a hard call. Where I think I understand either decision in that case, because it does kind of suck to go out of the way, find out, oh, one thing is pinging. I can't get it now. And then you never end up going back to it because you just never need it. But, information is incredibly valuable, so it's a tough call. It's a very tough call. There's a lot of tough calls.
Yeah.
To make constantly in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
yeah,
saying
it is.
Sorry, you go on.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm surprised we haven't seen a digging mitts yet.
Yeah, me too. It does feel a little crazy. But I think we are getting to a point where we're relatively close to running out of checks. On the stream side, at least.
Yeah, so we're gonna probably see Yal finally go and clear up her Skyloft. And we'll get to see what's on, like, Zelda's closet and also Bird. I don't think we've seen Bird's Nest yet.
Wait, this is smart from y'all. This is smart. Gonna get this cube early. Line it up, and it should make it. Nice. That's solid. That's smart from y'all.
Yeah, it is. Out of logic, but yeah, it is a really neat trick. And yeah, I mean, depending on what it is, this could potentially give Yal something really important. And yeah, Jim is entering Girahim.
Yeah. This race is interesting so far. I think it's cool how divergent their paths have been able to be. Without, yeah, I think that's gonna push him to Skyloft now.
Yeah, I mean, there really isn't anything else for Yal to do. I feel like
nothing major. Yeah, I am surprised that before going to Skyloft, I'm surprised you were talking about going to Skipper's and getting that statue and pinging it. I'm surprised he didn't go to Harbor and get the cube.
Yeah, that is another one that is like that could potentially be important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think it could definitely be important. It also might end up not mattering, and I do get the rationale for not doing so, but I think it would, it would have been a really convenient play, so I am a little bit surprised.
Okay, so that chest is pinging. So we'll see if Yell's out of logic cube is going to make a difference.
Scales. Oh.
It's okay, it's a sword, which I mean is going to be very important. I don't think it is I don't think it is quite as impactful as Yell may have hoped.
Yeah, but also...
Especially with Thunderhead dead.
Also, it's not nothing, so... He will still take it, regardless. Okay, interesting. So we're starting here. Okay, I think we're just thinking about starting with Bird's Nest?
Yeah, that would make sense. Bird's Nest. I don't know if Yell has Yell done the cave yet.
Yell hasn't touched Skyloft at all.
Okay, then yeah.
Oh, second trapped Magma has the boss key.
Okay, we might see back half Fire Sanctuary then, and just RBM that.
Yeah. It's possible.
It depends if we get into go mode before Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, we will see. Oh. Rana had life tree fruit. Jim got that, right? I imagine so. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, I didn't see that at all, but I imagine it's probably just because I looked away. Whoops.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it really depends. Like, Key Smuggle might come into play if he's not go mode, because I'm just... The one thing about that check is normally it's quite slow, because you have to do that whole Magma Mitts puzzle to get to it. So...
Yeah. That is a really, really good hit to have, though, in the event that they hit go mode before Fire Sanctuary.
Yes.
Yeah, we will see. What do we need from... Oh, second... Right, I meant to bring this up way earlier. No, we saw Tim. We saw Tim, like, 20 minutes ago. Tim is in Beetle Shop, but he's on 600, so that's just... Or not... He's on 800. So nobody's getting it, unfortunately. But we did see Tim.
Okay, Jim is finally getting his clutch shots. He's probably maybe slightly regretful that he did not do these checks before entering Skyview. But, yeah, I don't think it hurt him too much.
Yeah. I may be silly. We didn't... Did we see the first bug nut? Or are we... Y'all just mean, like, getting both?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a bug net. I also haven't been particular for it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because unfortunately, as cool as the bug net is as an item, is not required in these settings.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So it looks like Yao's going for... Was Yao just picking up the loose crystal that was nearby, or is he actually... No, because he'd have to get 15 loose. There's no way he's committing to that.
Yeah, I think he might have just gotten the loose crystal just just so he doesn't have to go back there if he decides he needs more loose crystals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting play. I see the vision behind it for sure. Hopefully it works out for him. Oh, it's a slingshot. It's Din's power, which had a progressive slingshot, which we don't care about. So
Yeah. So
if it was HD, maybe.
yeah, I mean, it's one of those like I think Yal is being fairly careful here because in a previous race, there was Emerald Tablet on Betro 5 and the rest of Betro was
Holy.
useless.
Ah,
And he didn't go to Betro until he had like 35 crystals, and that put him really far behind. So I think part of him going to Betro so early was just covering his bases on that after he had that experience from the previous race.
dude, fair enough. Holy. I think I would do the exact same thing. I get it. It's horrifying. I'm curious, do we just see Waterfall Cave Dive and then, we land back at the goddess statue? I think.
I imagine that is what Yal is going to do here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Jim is just recovering, or is just like making up a lot of the progress that Yal's made. Whereas Yal is recovering, or is making recovering most of the progress that Jim has made. We're making a bit magic file. Okay.
That's interesting. I mean, I see it. I think Yal, knowing where that Fire Sanctuary boss key is thinking that he's going to be doing bit in Fire Sanctuary, so we will see what happens.
Yeah, I agree. That is probably the motive here.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying, like, whereas Jim is doing a lot of things that Yal's done. That's okay. Interesting.
Wait, so did Yal not open that chest?
No, Yal didn't go to Sealed Grounds at all, I don't think. Or wait, no, he did. Wait, what?
It was in the chest in Seal Temple, which...
Yeah, it was scale.
I know I saw Yal enter Seal Temple, I just didn't see that chest. So... if Yal didn't ping that chest, that is going to be catastrophic, potentially. Actually, that is really bad mistake, if that is the case. Because there was something... was it Triforce and Flooded
Baron? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for Yal, if... Oh, I don't know. That's...
Oh, yeah, because... well, no, he has no reason to go back to Seal Temple either.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, at some point, maybe he will... as he runs low on checks, he may remember that he forgot to ping that check. But... yeah, because I'm looking at his personal tracker. His personal tracker does not have that tracked either. So, yeah, he definitely didn't open that. That is very unfortunate.
Oh. Wait, so and then Jim... okay, I guess Jim just didn't do Upper Skyloft either?
Interesting. I mean, Jim will go back to Upper Skyloft before Yal goes back to Seal Temple.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this isn't as big of a deal for Jim as it is for Yal. But he's debating whether or not to get the crystals. I think, yeah, we just jump down there and then get the crystals with a beetle. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I did not see what that first item was.
Wait, what first item? Where? Oh,
in Flooded Farron.
Flooded Farron, yeah.
Oh, Slingshot? Okay. Yeah, I was looking at what Yal was doing. Yeah, I like this route from that Jim is doing, because it's basically the route that I had been using through Flooded Farron, and I know, okay, that's a sword. I know Jim had been, I think, experimenting with a bunch of different ways to route through Flooded Farron. And so I guess Jim settled on this route ultimately, which is... Okay, that broke almost was a problem, but actually turns out to be helpful because it... it got Jim's health down exactly enough for the Death Warp here. Well, yeah, we knew that scale was going to be super required, so...
Yeah.
This is...
Yes, the stick-looking item would have been a sword.
Yep, so... We know where 2 swords are. And so I think Jim is going to head to... Lake Floria and just clear out the rest of Lake Floria, and then probably make his way to probably check cubes and then go to Upper Skyloft, I would imagine. Because, yeah. Jim was thinking about Fence Hop for a second, then realized that going forward is the way to go here, because he's already checked the back.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So, I think Yal is probably going to be close to full cleared the seed before he thinks about Seal Temple again. Like, especially having those mitts, I think Yal is going to be far more likely to chase the mitts than to remember that the... to remember about Seal Temple.
Yeah. Dude, it's gonna be such a big casino for him, dude. I feel really bad. Because, like, in terms of being able to beat his dungeons... Oh.
Okay, so
well.
both sets of mitts are on Skyloft.
Well, you know, it makes the point I was about to make even stronger. That's scary.
Yeah, I think there was stuff pinging in Boko Base, so that opens up Boko Base for Yal. Every single item that Yal gets is going to put him further and further from his scale.
Yeah, I mean, scale isn't locking anything important other than, like, endgame stuff. So it's... Oh, yeah, there's Tim.
Yeah.
Hi, Tim.
Sadly, neither of our runners will be getting Tim, but Tim is there for moral support.
Shout out to... I forgot who it was, but one of the French players who came in for Remlets sacrificed a race to get Tim on Beetle like 600 or something. Shout outs to whoever that was. I think it was Red Drill? I don't remember.
Yeah.
That one was funny. Gosh, Whalefins in chat. Yeah, I think it was Red Drill.
Yep. So yeah, Jim is going to finally do Upper Skyloft. He's going to get his 2 sets of mitts. And that... I mean, the one thing is that's probably going to push him more towards Boko Base than...
Yeah. Oh, it's so heartbreaking, you know? It's so unfortunate to see a situation like this where one runner, as far as I'm concerned, as far as what I'm watching goes, I felt that Yao was probably at least a little bit ahead. This is going to be kind of catastrophic. It's like... That's,
Now, there is one thing. It is possible that Yao, like, warped away, realized his mistake immediately, and then when he goes back to Farron, he's going to go and he's going to go back to Seal Temple. And so it's going to be important to tell what he does after he clears the Farron trial.
Yeah,
So
you're right. He
if
does have to go back to Farron.
Yeah, since he has
Okay.
to go back to Farron, if he remembers, it's going to be when he is already in Farron. And that is his own, pretty much his hope of getting back into this race. That is, I don't think I've seen that before. What Jim was trying to do there was he was trying to have the claw shot disconnect just as he got onto the inner edge of that, so he would drop in directly, but he failed it a couple times by falling out instead. So he wound up losing some time.
Yeah. Where was Jim's third try? Oh, right, Upper Skyloft had one. Duh. What am I saying? I forget what I'm watching.
Okay, is Jim... Jim is heading back to Farron.
Yeah. Yeah, I was heading
What
back
does
to
what does
Farron
he
for
have
the trial.
left in... Well, Jim's done the trial.
No, that's yeah. Jim is in.
Oh yeah,
That's a
okay, yeah. Okay.
It happens. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
We'll see what
Yeah.
he does. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
This is...
Oh.
No, he's getting the bomb lock checks.
Yeah. There is a bomb check that was pinging. So we'll see what that ends up being. This. No. Oh, I had so much hope for like half a second. Okay, where does he go? Does he go directly? Yeah, he's beelining it for the chest.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
It does, but... I think if he leaves Farron after this, if he just outright leaves Farron out after the trial, I think it's safe to say that he's not getting that scale anytime soon.
Yeah.
If at all. Bombag was was on one of the pillars in Pirate Stronghold in La Neighbor Sensi. Okay. Just another bottle.
I think we found 4. I think we're 1 away from bottle percent. Or have we found another one that I just didn't notice?
Wait, yeah, I don't think that's bottle percent. There's 5 in this game. Unless we really have found 5, and I'm silly. It's 4 to 5 then? Okay, yeah. And
Yeah, okay.
we're close though.
I think it's very realistic we see bottle percent in this seed.
I think it's near guaranteed, personally. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, so looking at what we need, so we have our completed Triforce on Jade. We need to find 1 more sword and fire shield earrings.
Yeah.
And that should be go mode, I think. So we're actually not that far off.
Yeah, the Mogwimits cube was the tree branch cube, not the... Well, yeah, it is the tree branch cube.
Yeah, it's the tree branch cube that I believe both runners got. Well, both runners definitely got, because they both have...
I think
So-
Jim just has digging mitts. He hasn't gotten the chest yet, I'm pretty sure, unless the tracker's wrong. Like his personal tracker, even. Maybe... I may be silly. I just didn't see him grab it.
He might not have grabbed them yet, but he... well, it looks like he might be on his way...
Oh. Alright. Maybe he grabbed him. He got the cube, though. Yeah. I did see it pinging on his end earlier, so I know for sure he got the cube.
Jim is doing the Academy, one of my favorite tricks here. So basically, those crystals are the crystals are just placed there so that crystal dowsing works.
What?
And so So they're the exact same crystals as the ones that are in the academy and in the sparring hall.
Sorry, I've never seen that before. Did he walk forward to fall down? There's collision down there? There's collision down there, like,
Looks like it.
past
Yep.
the collision of the ledges?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, yeah, so Jim, I guess, is getting enough loose crystals for Bat 40. He is very committed to getting Bat 40 done, or Betro done it all in one go.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Jim is going to get his mugs.
Okay. Yeah, he left Farron. Alright, well.
That is very unfortunate. Yeah, because the thing is, he's thinking about his Mogmas and what that's going to unlock. The one thing though is, like, what does Yal have left? It's Boko Base. There's
Fire Sanctuary, Earth Temple.
Well, he can't get to Fire Sanctuary yet because he knows that Earth Temple is barren. So it would be Boko Base. There's the rest of the stuff in Sansi that he technically has access to. And so eventually he's going to run out of checks.
I worry that... Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say I worry that he's about to get access to Fire Sanctuary, though. There's 3 pings here. And while it's true that he's eventually going to run out of checks, Scale didn't lock anything that really locks any checks. That is
okay. That is very bad. That opens up the rest of Lanayru, and that is exactly where Yal's going to go next. So that gives him all of Lanayru to clear.
Yeah. Damn. Tough. What did Jim just get? Okay, I was gonna say. Yal? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was Yal. Okay, well, there's the sword that Jim needs.
Yep, so therefore, at this point, the only thing we're missing for no mode is the shielding.
Bottle percent! Bottle percent! Thanks, Petro. Petro had a bottle on 30. Oh, and we have a ping in Petro's house.
Whip. That whip on the Bat 30 chest. That is potentially something on Skippers, but
yeah.
Okay, so Jim is following right behind in both. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh!
Okay, we are in no mode.
Oh.
So
Jim's about to be in actual go mode.
Well, minus a sword.
Oh, yeah, wait. Which one does he not have?
He does not have the one for the cube next to Earth Temple.
True. He will probably just get that here. He'll just get the cube.
Yeah, so he's gonna... So what he's probably gonna do is he's going to finish Boko Base, head to Fire Sanctuary, then make his way down. He might not need bombs.
Yeah, but it means he can't get the cube here. No, there are bombs up there. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, are there bomb spawns up there? Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, there are bombs up there, so he's completely fine with that.
Okay.
We've seen all of the beetles. Oh, right. Well, so he can't... Okay, he won't be able to complete both. So actually, I guess it'll be... That's actually probably good for Jim. It means he'll get the cube, at least. then probably do Earth Temple, and then just go into Summit normally, and then do Fire Sanctuary, and then he'll get his sword after that.
Yeah.
It just means he won't be able to go mode Fire Sanctuary.
The triple cutscene skip from Yao. That was really clean. Solid. That's hard.
Yeah, that is a really hard to get all three.
Stupidly hard.
Yao is preparing for a death war. Or I guess he's planning on entering Fire Sanctuary, so that's why he's starting to take damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The thing is, yeah, he's nowhere near go. So he is going to be having to clear Fire Sanctuary. But what he's probably going to do is, well, he might do the key smuggle strat, actually. So he did that in a previous race.
I really like the way he's damage running here. That's a cute optimization. I've never thought about doing that. I think that is awesome. Just damaging into loading zones, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Zelda's Blessing is a possibly required crystal pack, huh?
Yeah, it's always kind of funny when you get those possibly required things on Zelda's Blessing that is definitely not required.
Yeah.
I've seen the funniest was when I got a possibly required sword. I don't know why Jim is going that way. But he's immediately stymied by a rock. Oh, he could get this cube right here.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. I think to exit... Well, never mind. You can't go to this guy from here. What am I saying? I was going to say to exit Book of Base, you might just go to this guy and then get the cube, but that's an...
I don't think he has a reason to. I think he's going to just clear his dungeons now.
Well, he also can't. I meant from taking the bird statue here, but I forgot you can't, like, do that. That you can't.
Yeah.
That's just not a thing.
I also think Jim is forgetting he doesn't have bomb back here.
Yeah.
He's gonna head here, and now he's gonna warp to start.
Yeah.
To be fair to Jim, I forgot that he have bomb bag too.
No, same. I get it. I understand.
But yeah, I think. Oh no, he is.
Oh
going
my
to
god!
Sky.
Oh,
he might actually check the queue.
Wow.
Or
Okay.
check the chest.
I think he almost definitely is going to.
Because, well, what I think he's going to do is he's going to land back temple entrance, but this gives him
you're right.
Check the goddess chest.
I think he checks the goddess chest first.
Yeah. If he checks the goddess chest, he will be in go mode.
Yep.
So, Jim is going to be in go mode at just under an hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah. Man, that scale.
That also means Laneru not required at all.
Yeah. Yeah, true. It's a 2-tablet seed. Jim can't just RB the second logma.
Logically, it is required for bomb bag, and I think that's about it.
Yeah. That's really, really unfortunate for Yao.
Yeah, so now Jim's just gonna have to pick up his remaining key pieces.
Is this potentially over? As much as I don't like to call races early, it would take, like, I don't know, I think Jim would... realistically speaking, yeah, it's like all but over.
Yell's only hope is to remember that he didn't check that chest, like,
After
while he's doing the dungeons, and then go back and get it, like, now. If he does, or like right after he completes the dungeons. If he goes and goes into Lanayru again, then the race is over.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot Jim, or not Jim. Y'all did touch on it a little, but Jim just didn't. Period. We think around 80% Jim's favorite. No, I think we're thinking closer to 99. It's Yao to... Okay, so to win, Yao would need to remember that he didn't ping a hard required chest, and then he would need to get said hard required chest, and then he would need to immediately do Flooded Farron, which is not impossible. We know a Triforce is there to get that sword. And then, and only then, would he be in Go mode, which Jim is already in. So, essentially, Jim, I don't know, Jim would have to...
Have, like, a catastrophic power failure.
Yeah, he'd have to, like, die to Gira him to, like, 50 times.
Yeah. Okay, it is interesting, though, that Yal chose to RBM that chest. I think he's banking on third small key, or the chest behind the bombable wall being blank. I'm not sure if that's pingable from the other map.
I don't think it's pingable from the other map, no.
Yeah, then, yeah, I think he's just banking on it being not required, or not pinging. Yell at 1 heart against these guys, which should be fine,
he's got it.
But, yeah, they're not exactly cooperating with him.
Dude! They're not being nice. Holy...
I think he also might just be trying to play this super safe. Yeah, I think he was just playing this super safe because there is the chance that with 1 heart, if the other Lizalfos can tail swipe you as you're jumping back from having done the fatal blow on one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, Jim is going to do Fire Sanctuary first. I wonder if that's because Jim is thinking there might be a chance that he gets Bomb Bag in Fire Sanctuary on the way, even though it's a very minuscule chance. I wonder if that's part of why he's I think it also is just pathing wise. He's closer to Fire Sanctuary right now, and then he can fly back to Earth Temple.
That's what I imagine it is, because even like if you don't have bombs, if it's a go mode Earth Temple, it's not like, more than likely you're not actually really saving time by not having. Actually, no, I take that back. It's more of a possibility than I thought. Yeah, you could be right. For sure, I'd get that. I think he's saving.
So,
what bit are we doing?
Yeah, I'm not sure what is he RBMing Platt's chest? I mean, I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing, because at this point I would just do the Platt's chase if you're going to check Platt's.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look, Farron has a red box on his tracker, on his personal tracker. So he definitely did mark it off. Which I think we probably knew, but that's confirmation. Bosky was hinted to be on second trap pump, huh?
Okay, so Yell did do Platts RBM, which I guess is technically fast. Yeah, I guess the thing about it is he can ping it from here. He should be able to ping it from here and see that it is junk. So I guess Yal is... Yeah, I guess... Did we see any pings in the front? Actually, I don't know that we would know that because I don't think we've been in the inner map at all. So maybe Yal's just gonna re-enter the dungeon to check, or he's just gonna gamble that's nothing and go to Linear. So meanwhile, Jim is RBMing the boss key, and then he's probably just going to he's probably going to do the bit warp and just do back half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be tricky to hit the owl statue there. And then, yeah, he's saving quitting so that he can load his corrupt file.
Hey, 64. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard this, and I'm pretty sure you would know this. When you spin attack Girahim, it makes it so that the next slash does more damage, correct? Or is that just a lie? Was that just a lie too?
So it works differently between Girahim 1 and Girahim 2. For Girahim 2, I don't think the spin attacks are necessarily for damage, but it just like knocks his swords out of his hands.
Right. Okay.
So, and yeah, it's like Girahim doesn't get stun locked in the same way, or stunned in the same way that he does in the Girahim 1 fight. It's really like it's only a couple of attacks that will stun him, and it will only stun him while he is above 75% health. Which is why you'll see at the beginning of the fight, like when some for certain attacks, you'll be able to do like 7 or 8 slashes, and then for the remainder of the fight, you'll only be able to get in 3.
Huh. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So, what's with the rim there? So basically, that well, up until Jim jumped down there, we were on the wrong map for the rooms that we were in. So the rooms were completely unloaded, had no textures, and therefore that's why there was nothing there. Also, Jim, because he has full health and he's able to play that fight much more confident.
Yeah, that was very clean from Jim. It does also look like Yal is going to go into Lineru. I did see him. Yeah, he has Lineru pulled up on his tracker. So we're...
Yeah, he is going to be in Lineru style. And unfortunately, we know that he... but he does not know that.
Yeah. Man.
So, for anyone who just joined, so Yal did not open the chest in Sealed Temple, which had his Water Dragon scale, which locked the last Triforce piece.
And a sword. So he would be in go.
glad he cleared Flooded Farron by this point.
Yeah.
Oh, a song for this area. Every stream doesn't have his music playing, but Gal's music this part's nice. Yeah, so for Jim, we're just missing or not missing, but we're just short an Earth Temple clear, and then we will be good to go to endgame. So I hope at least so he knows. I hope that Yal at least finds scale before the end of the seed. But it is unfortunate.
Yeah. Also, Jim had an extremely fast game too because he entered with Master Sword, and Master Sword does double the damage of White Sword. So that is why Jim's fight was significantly faster than Yal's.
Clean cube from Yal. That cube in particular is really, really, really annoying. Just due to the Arakas. They get in the way of the Skyward trucks a lot.
Yeah, you kind of have to be careful how you kind of have to grab it you kind of have to do the Skyward strike from just outside the range where the Arakas are, or else what happens is the game's auto-targeting kicks in and it sees an enemy right next to you and it will target the enemy.
Yeah. And just due to it targeting the enemy, it'll the Skyward strike will just hit the ground. So not a fun one. Crystal pack. Nice. Ooh. You know, that's a nice time save to have Gorge 6 spot hinted right there. It's the bird thing on the tracker? Yes.
Okay, so Jim is entering his last dungeon. I mean, it's not really relevant but Earth Temple was hinted barren. So, Jim is in go mode anyways.
Yeah. Unrequired Crystal Gorge 6 spot. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why exactly. What did that? What did that? What did Petro have that would make that specifically unrequired? No. It was Tato's. Sorry, silly. No, it was an unrequired group of Tato's. I threw myself off for a second too. So I may have said the wrong thing, so it's my bad if I did.
Yeah, so Jim just pinging around to see where the boss key could be, and he's gonna damage a little bit off these chews, and then do the RBM to raise the bridge. This is actually going to be a little bit slow Earth Temple for Jim, depending on where the boss key winds up, because Jim does not have Bomb Bag. Bomb Bag was on a pillar in Pirates, so yeah. Yal checked it fairly early into the seed, but Jim never entered Lanayru.
Do we get to count that Chew as employee of the seed? Or, I don't know. I don't think we've had anything crazy happen. But that Chew on Jim's end was a little annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's just typical Chew. Like I don't know if I'd say employee of the seed, but
Employee of the
I mean,
seed is
then
whatever
again, there
secret
hasn't
email
really
first.
been any other for employee of the seed.
No, I think the other candidate is whatever secret, evil, mysterious force placed the scale. Gotta be that
I
way.
mean, it's probably whatever gremlin made Yal not ping the chest in Seal Temple.
True.
Okay, so we found the last sword.
Yeah, I wish it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. The path to G2 was definitely the beetle for bomb bag because quick beetle for bomb bag, and my guess. The only way that can be the case is that there was a small key on the bombable chest.
Yeah. We do know that it. I mean, yeah, that would have to be the case because bombs did lock tough beetle. We didn't have any other leads, so like, yeah. Oh, you know. Yeah, it's not like G food. It's not crystals.
So Yal is placing down bombs near the chests that he does not like the contents of.
Yeah.
Wait.
So, assuming Jim is pinged everything else, which I may be wrong about, I think we know where. I think we know that Bosky has to be on. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna let him respawn and ping. All right, I'm on. Okay, so it's Bosky just.
Yeah, I guess we did get a hint for the rupee and the dragon mouth.
No, we couldn't have. Earth Nipple's barren.
Right, okay, so yeah, so the fact that pinged meant... I mean, it could...
Not necessarily, it could be bait.
Yeah, but... So, because I was like, the boss key... Oh yeah, that is true, yeah. We could not get a hint because of the fact that the dungeon was barren.
Yeah, exactly.
So that sometimes hint could not be generated.
Yeah.
So in this, because I did not see Jim check that, but maybe he did and I just wasn't looking at his screen.
It's possible. I think with a barren Earth Temple, this is a reasonable gamble to make.
Yeah.
Especially without bombs. What was making this possibly required?
Okay, yeah, so yeah. That did, in fact, pay off. Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, we know that Jim is extremely ahead of Yal right now. But Jim doesn't know that, and Jim probably thinks that Yal is, like, right on his tail.
Dude, 3 for 3 vanilla Boskies.
So...
Never mind, it didn't work. I was just lying.
Did Yal go to mines? Yeah.
No. No.
Okay, so yeah, that's probably the last place he's gonna go, and then he might re-enter Fire Sanctuary, and then he's gonna be very confused.
See, Golden, I knew that. I was hoping to be immediately challenged so I could just... I was just lying. I don't know. I don't know why I felt like saying that. I was gonna correct myself. But... it just didn't work, so I was just lying for no reason. No, Yal did set the shield ground statue. Pardon me if I sound a little... Oh, never mind. Okay, well. Alright.
Yeah, I thought for a second Yao might have been going towards Farron, but no, he's just checking goddess chests, I think.
One for fun. Yeah, well, 1 for 3 vanilla boss cube. Hey, we'll take that. So fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, Yao hasn't checked 40. Yeah, so this is the point where he's getting low on checks. I use the word low fairly liberally here because he does have 18 locations accessible. However, you know, it's not nothing. Or I mean, it's not a lot. So there's a chance that he runs into scale before Jim finishes, but Jim is also... I mean, we're looking at a sub 135 for sure. Somewhere probably in the 130 to 135 range. I'd estimate Jim's
that is going to push him towards skippers.
Yeah,
he whips Pro in retaliation.
It's unfortunate because he thinks this is it. And it is just not. Like, he thinks the seed is... Oh, it's such an unfortunate thing to see happen.
Although he's not going there right away.
I think he's going to Earth Temple. I don't know what else he could do. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be flabbergasted by Jim CG. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It is super unfortunate that Yao missed it, because I think Yao was... Well, I don't know, actually, because if he got scale, he would have done all the scale
yeah,
stuff. So
I think, because I think if Yao had not forgotten his scale, this would have been a very competitive race, and I think Yao might have even had a chance. I'm not sure, like, how... Because I think it's hard to say because of where they were when Yao first left Farron, but I think if he had gotten that scale, like, I think this would be extremely close.
Yeah, oh no, I agree. I absolutely agree, yeah. No, the estimated... I don't know why the estimated time is that much. I think the longest seed I've seen in season 3... Season 4, sorry. I don't know.
2.5 hours, I think, is probably, like, is especially for bracket, a fairly generous estimate.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think the 4 hours might have just like kind of something from previous settings and previous tournaments that was never adjusted down.
Yeah. Yeah, no, null. What Golden and Null are saying in combination is like it's probably just a holdover from season 2 because CSR has basically always had SSR at a 4-hour time estimate. Rather to overpromise than underpromise. Yeah, I guess so. Better be safe.
Yeah, but at the same time, having accurate information is still good.
It's not a big deal. Right now.
And the fact chest dowsing significantly reduces seed lengths.
This is true.
So that's another factor.
There's a really solid G3 from Jim. Really solid G3 on Jim's end. Triple purple hand skip, or I guess double because purple hands isn't. Oh, y'all don't die. Oh, where is our respawn?
I think it's gonna be like all the way back at where he landed.
Yeah. Oh.
You wretched brat! That was on Jim's screen.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess Yal's just gonna fly back to there. Yeah, no, he's not. Where is he going?
Oh.
Meanwhile, Jim is about to finish the
He's going to skippers.
Right, yeah. That makes sense, because there really isn't any particular reason for him to beat Earth Temple now. Yeah, so with that, with this fight, Jim is going to move on to the semifinals. And Yal, unfortunately, is eliminated of a misping, which is unfortunate, but...
Yeah, this is why you gotta be really, really careful about stuff like this. Similar thing happened to KitKat in Season 3, but that was the double elimination bracket, so it ended up not being as big of a deal, but it still definitely killed a couple other people's brackets, because you let a shark in the loser's bracket that early, it gets gross, man. GG, Gymnast.
Yep.
Sub 130. Solid stuff.
Yeah.
Hello, runners.
Hello.
Hello.
GG.
GG's.
And congrats, Jim, on advancing.
Thank you very much. GG's.
So, I'm not sure. I imagine you've been, if you've seen the last few minutes of the restream, you probably know the big difference in this race. But Yal did not ping the chest in Seal Temple, and that had the scale, and thus Yal never got that Triforce piece and sword in Flooded Farron.
I was so focused on how cool the routing was going to be. If I warping back to the beetle lock things I could get in Elden.
Oh, I see.
Okay. I see. Yeah.
Although, I get the feeling that if he was able to completely avoid going into lane area, I probably wasn't going to win anyway. Because I don't think I got anything there besides, a sword that required me to go, really far.
Well, you did get bomb bag. So the bomb bag was on one of the pirates. I think if you had... I think the thing is, if you had gotten that scale, you probably would never have returned to Lanayru.
Well, okay, where was the other sword that... Because there must have been another...
It was in Flooded Farron.
In Flooded Farron, yeah.
Of course it was. That's unlucky.
Yeah. I mean, I think... Yeah, the thing is, I think the ranking out the still very interesting. Because, Yal went to Farron right away. And he kind of did the very delayed Skyloft. Actually, both of you delayed Upper Skyloft by a lot. And it's we didn't see Digging Mitts for quite a while, and I'm like, this is suspiciously long for Digging Mitts, and Digging Mitts were just sitting there in Skyloft for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think I think I went to Upper Skyloft at 45 minutes or something, which is much later than normal, but...
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I know. Oh, sorry. Go on.
I felt incentivized to push the Triforce piece in the Farron trial when I collected Frory's Courage, so that's why I ultimately delayed Upper Skyloft, because I was like, well, there's a Triforce piece here, and also potentially something else that I might need, so I want to go push that first.
Yeah, because that was the other thing. Because Yal went to Farron right away, did not, or he did not know that the Farron trial was going to be required. But he also got the claw shots really early because he kind of did the sweep of Farron before he went to Deep Woods. So his sky view was a little bit more efficient because he had claw shots. But then, yeah, Jim got the hint for the Skyloft trial immediately, so he knew that Farron trial was going to be required. So I don't know. There's another question. Did the thought of potentially doing Farron trial RBM instead of searching for the song ever cross your mind?
Not
it
with...
did. At least for me it did, but like then I was like, well, if I do the Farron trial RBM, I'll have to complete the whole thing if I go in, because I won't know what is required in there.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of what we figured out. If it's one of those things where if it's on a relic, it's generally pretty fast to get. It's if it winds up being on the trial reward that then kind of sucks. You have to do the entire trial. But it did wind up being on a relic, so that made it relatively quick to get.
It didn't come to mind for me because there's the setting where the gates are open automatically, which means you have like however much time it would normally take to open the gate is that much less time that you would save by doing an RBM to open them. So it's like, I don't feel like doing this.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I was really hoping that the like out of logic cube that I struck would have been more consequential. Like you put skill there, then well, actually not a lot changes, but
yeah, I mean I was like really hyped to King. And then and then it wound up being just a sword, which I think would have been a bit more not hinted Baron.
Yeah. I think it, I mean, I don't know. I think it could have been somewhat more consequential if, like, say that was scale. If you got that earlier. I guess I forget exactly what your routing ended up being after that. I'm forgetting timelines a bit. But I know that with how Jim was going through Elden, Jim, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I would not be surprised if, say that was scale, Jim getting it. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't drop everything and then go to Flooded Farron, and so he ended up, looking through Fire Sanctuary more completely, and then I guess in that case you probably still prefer Farron over going into Lanayru, but I think it would have closed the gap on the amount of time each person was in go mode a little bit. But I think it would have been a massive, massive change.
Well,
yeah, I mean, with knowledge that there is a Triforce piece in Flooded Farron Woods, I feel like if I had to choose between Lanayru and going to Flooded Farron Woods after finding scale, I would definitely go to Flooded Farron.
Yeah, fair point. For some reason I just didn't think about the Triforce hit at all. Yeah, you're right. True. Yeah, well.
Well, if it's any...
But yeah, fun seed.
It's any... sorry. My mic was inside my headphones, which is why I might have been very quiet. But it's any silver lining, I guess. If I did move on, I would have had a really hard time scheduling because I'm going to be out for most of next week and the week after.
Oh.
And KitKat is European, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
At least I get to I don't have to worry about like bringing my console home with me or anything.
That's true. That's true. Oh yeah, I guess spring break is coming up for a lot of people. Soon. Anyways, I don't really have any questions. 64. If you don't have any more questions, are we?
Yeah, I mean, any other thoughts on the seed? If not, go ahead.
Nice 2-tablet seed.
Yeah, that was. It's rare that we have the 2-tablet seeds, but yeah, it's definitely interesting when we get it.
Yeah,
Sounds like you all are. Oh,
No, I was just saying, I think that's it.
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, I just heard the awkward silence, so I figured you all were done.
Fair enough.
GG's. Congratulations to Jim. I think we didn't say this. He's going to be playing KitKat in the semifinals. Those will take place over the next 2.5 weeks. GG's to Yao. It's a really fun best of 3. Thanks to 64 and Nindy both for commentating, and for Tomo Talk and Baseball, who do so much work for ZSR, for tracking today. We're going to go raid Zelda, who's doing some Skyward Sword Vanilla any %. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good night.